I'm Ben Lever. I'm Domain Director of Water and Energy at Transform. So it's a massively exciting and important domain. It's broad, so water and energy have their different challenges, but it's covering everything from net zero to energy security, environmental protection, cost of living, and it's a sector that's making their headlines for good and bad reasons. What it shows is there's massive opportunity to make change and do things differently and better. And we've seen that with the sector, both in water and in energy, making some great advancements in how they use digital and data. But there's also opportunity to do a lot more. I find that really exciting. It's also about how you bring the public and consumers along with you on that journey and give them the opportunity, the ability to make it easier and cheaper to how they use their water, to how they use their energy, to be more sustainable and to save money. And if we can equip them with the right tools, right technologies, then we're doing a good job. So there's a massive need to accelerate both water and energy. There's massive ambitions from grid upgrades to capital investments, government investments into renewables, and how the sector responds to that is going to be critical over the next few years. So to be able to accelerate, it really does need a fundamental change in how work is approached and how it's done. And there's some great examples of how that's being done by better using data for decision making, by using different ways of working and adopting digital processes. But clearly, there's a lot more that's going to need to be done to accelerate at the pace that's required. And at Transform, we are able to work with our clients to solve their knotty problems, to understand the challenges where they sit, and to come to them and understand what they need to do across the life cycle. So it's really exciting for me to be able to work with our clients, understand their needs, and then work with our practices back at Transform to create the right mix of capabilities that are going to solve those challenges. From working with companies in this sector over a number of years, we've been able to understand how they work, their particular challenges, and adapt our approach to that. And we've really benefited, and the clients have benefited from working alongside our people across our different practices to upskill them in things from data engineering through product ways of working, agile methodologies. And this will help organizations across the sectors be able to work in smarter and better ways. So across the utilities sector, there's a big opportunity in being able to better understand and make decisions across the network, whether that's water network or an energy network, and creating real-time digital models of the system is a really helpful way to be able to do that, to be able to map what's happening, use AI to better predict events, and then automation tools to be able to respond to those more effectively and efficiently. For one of our clients in the water sector, we work with them on developing a digital twin and in using Internet of Things sensors and AI to be able to better monitor what's happening on the network, to be able to respond to events such as flooding or leakage, being able to adapt what they did and ideally use automation tools to be able to respond to it. And you can see the applications of this in water and in energy to be able to better handle these increasingly complex networks. What we found from working on that, were a couple of things, both on the data and the technical side. When you've got sensors out in the field responding to real-time events in a sewer, out on a windy site, the level of data collection can be intermittent and you've got to deal with those gaps in data. And so looking at solutions such as AI to be able to fill those gaps is one of the areas that we're able to help clients innovate on. And I think that's a challenge that persists in the sector, and working on that and how we can address those gaps in data to make the right decisions, because these are important decisions to make, is one exciting area that we continue to be involved in. And the other is on the cultural and the ways of working side. So some of these challenges are really big, and And there's a real need to be able to put some scope around them, reduce them down to something that's more manageable. So bringing in an agile way of working, an agile mindset, things like addressing a minimum viable product, clearly setting what a good valuable outcome is, and being able to demonstrate that value rather than trying to be able to tackle everything and showing nothing at the end. So by helping our clients adopt these kind of approaches, we can help move the sector along and deliver some of these innovations that are really needed.